morning, everyone. It's August 25th, and it's a wonderful Tuesday here in North Carolina. We have, of all things, temperatures in the 50s, which is amazing. Take care of a little rumble housework here. That'll take just a moment, and then we will get into some music history. All right. This day in, hey, Kirby's mom, if you would, and I'm sorry, you might have to type. I don't know what device you're on, but here's the link for you. And that's just for Kirby's mom. I would really like for her to come up and talk a little bit about her part of the world. And while she's doing that, I'll just go over a couple of things. And when I see you backstage, I'll take that out. There was a guy in the 60s who would do this routine where he would always wear a hat or something with flames, and his song was Fire. And in 2007, he caught fire. Kirby's mom, you'll have to do some typing. I'm sorry about that. Hey, Sandra Martin, you'll probably have to copy and paste or type a little bit. Sorry about that. And this day in 1970, Elton John plays his first live show in the United States. Northwoods, what's happening, young man? Kirby's mom, just don't let it turn into a headache. But like I said, it would be nice if you come up for a few minutes and talked about your part of the world. That's really strange. So, like I was saying, it's a wonderful day here. The further north you go, the temperatures drop off really quick. Good morning, Mike. Thanks for the help, Mike. Let me know. Ridge, good day. It's probably late evening for you. Well, Northwoods will be crossing our fingers and praying that you get the job. If it's something that will work out in the end to be much better for you, that would be fantastic. Yeah, Mike, after I talked to you, I went and put it on the big screen television, and it did look pretty good. So, well, thank you, Rich. It's Tuesday morning here, and we've got quite a few people who come in from Australia, and we appreciate all of you. Don't worry about it, Ridge. we This is home central for typos, auto incorrect. Everyone here is very patient, so don't worry about it. We try to make this a stress-free part of your day. It's like I tell people often, I would really like for everyone to be in chat, but not if it's going to be a pain or a stressor. Super Dave. Super Dave, remember to go vote today and take everybody with you that you can, because it's a very important election in South Carolina today. I guess it's technically a primary. And the liberals are in great support of Darlene, and that's all I need to say about that. So the crows are starting to crank up. Oh, don't worry about it, Kirby's mom. Like I said, don't stress. Uh, Kirby's mom is in the UK, and she does some very delightful videos wandering around and showing us her part of the world. All right. Thanks, Kirby's mom. Yeah, I have a nature channel, and everybody that's not regular coming into the chat here, they know uh, I greatly prefer being out in nature. I love people, but there's a lot of people that I do not like what they do. That's something about Kirby's mom. They're speaking to people on the street and having positive conversations, and most people will respond positively, whereas people in Britain, they not so much. Kirby's mom, our team, local college, UNC Chapel Hill, they are going to be in Scotland. I guess they're going to play some kind of just an exhibition game coming up here in the next week or two. And I'm guessing it'll be football because it's that time of year. There you go. You know, that's something that I really hope to be able to do one day is visit Scotland and Ireland. But you know that takes cash, and I don't have that much cash. But I get to travel around here and see different things and blah blah blah. And thanks to people like Kirby's mom, um, I get to see that part of the world, even if I don't get to go there. And Kirby's mom, if you hadn't told where you were, I would have had trouble by your accent determining where you were. Oh, I'm sure. See, Kirby's mom, you guys can travel for a couple of hours and be in another country. Uh, I can take 12 hours just to drive across North Carolina. Now, I'm close to the state line, so I can be in Virginia in like 10 minutes. Well, you have a delightful accent. Really, Ridge. There's a place in Florida. Back when I first got on the internet in like 1995, there was this uh, website. It was called Tommy's List of Live Cams. And it was just a list of live streams from around pretty much around the world, really. And one of the cameras was in a place called the Elbow Room in Florida. Good morning, Mr. Lee. Uh, Great to have you here. Mr. Lee is close to London, and I would go, and they had a beach cam, so I could watch the sunrise there. And there was one in Hawaii, and I could watch sunset there. And I could watch the Triumph Arch in Paris, France. That one, I think that one you could actually take control of the camera and move it around. So I think this might be Kirby's mom's first time in chat on this channel. She's come to the nature channel before, and she's learning that we are worldwide. Mike, that's okay. I appreciate you listening. See, even the birds are chirping. They want you relaxed so that you can be one with the fish and catch a bunch. But oh, Mr. Lee wants to know what you're fishing for today. Walleye. Oh, thank you, Kirby's mom. And originally, I just had the Jim's camera at dawn, and I would talk very little. But we kept getting on the subject of music, so I started this channel. And now I rarely talk on the nature channel, if at all. And I talk pretty much all the time here. And for whatever reason, both channels work better the way that I'm doing them. Yes. you, I hope that I hope he makes a video too, Mr. Lee. A fishing kayak. I've seen quite a few videos of people out on the ocean with uh, fishing kayaks and rather large fish, especially great white sharks, come along and they get a little bit unnerved at the great whites. Oh, I'm not, Mr. Lee. I don't understand why uh, this YouTube thing seems to work, but it does. Ridgeway, that's great. Send some over to Mr. Lee. They've had quite a bit of heat and a lack of rain. Kathy Bates, what's up? How you doing, young lady? I'm betting he's riding. That's right, Northwoods. Orca snack. Yeah, I figured he'd be paddling if it was a fishing kayak. I've got a little canoe. I keep wanting to go over to the lake and do a video paddling out to a little island on the lake. So I'll get to it eventually. I did one paddling down or floating down the Dan River. I got family that uses that video to go to sleep. When when they can't go to sleep, they put that video on. Charlie, what's up, young lady? How you doing? Dearborn's been making the news pretty much. I hope everything is going well for you. I don't know how close you are to Dearborn. There's no signal. Kirby's mom, I live pretty much out away from the cities, and getting a signal is not always possible, a cell phone signal. I've done a few live streams, but they tend to be uh, digitized, and I still attempt them, but they don't always turn out too well. Oh, that's not far at all. But I've tested it out down there, and I had a signal. I don't know how strong it would be once I got out on the lake. Oh man, yeah. Again, that takes cash. I try to be cost effective. Yeah, Mr. Lee. Uh, it's been in the news too much for the wrong thing. And Kirby's mom, if you want to put your link in chat, type exclamation ME like Nightbot just showed there. I've been more recently than you. I was there in 2009, I think, 2008, 2009, somewhere in there. Oh, no, wait, maybe 2010. Yeah, I went to the Henry Ford Museum. Uh, I I got to stand between the Mustang concept car and the Mustang with serial number 1. I was in Mustang heaven, let me tell you. There you go. Uh, yeah, Kirby's mom, I've got Nightbot set up so anybody who comes to the channel, they're able to share their channel name. Oh, yeah, I've heard of Grand Rapids. That's a famous name. But the Henry Ford is absolutely amazing. I mean, I got to give the guy credit. He disassembled Menlo Park, brought it to Dearborn, and reassembled it just like it was originally. And you can go in and see Edison's laboratory, the Wright brothers bicycle shop. It is amazing. Dagger Spells, thank you. Great to see you. And Dagger Spells, if you want to share your channel, type exclamation ME, no spaces. Oh yeah, I mean, they've got the 1 millionth car, the 5 millionth car, et cetera, et cetera. They've got a one of the cars they used at the Daytona, not Daytona, but the Salt Flats out west, that had a land speed record for a while. Uh, they've got a famous poet. I wasn't a fan, but got that person's house. Henry Ford did a great job preserving history. And that's one of the biggest concerns I have for the people that are taking over that area. They have a long history of destroying anybody else's history. They only want one history to be told. Uh, it is amazing at the artwork that has been destroyed over in the Middle East. Oh yeah, Northwoods. That they have a locomotive inside the building there. It is 2 stories tall, and uh, it is longer than any train car that I've have seen on the tracks. It is phenomenal. Yes, Mr. Lee, and Dearborn is just outside of Detroit. I went and I toured the Rouge plant. It's where they make F-150s. Cover your ears, Mike. Uh, and I mean, it was amazing. They did a lot of things to conserve nature also. They had on the roofs of the plant, they had put soil and was growing cattails on top of the buildings and in the area around, because cattails do a great job of eliminating waste that gets into the water, like the runoff from the parking lots and everything. They supposedly they're like really good at cleaning up water. And stuff like that I'm a big fan of, because it's something that's easy to do, and it doesn't cost the rest of the world their rights and liberties. Wow. I didn't know that, Northwoods. All I know is if you wanted to get to the engineer position on that locomotive, you had to walk up a scaffold. They had a permanent set of stairs there. And I'm serious, it's like walking to the second floor of a building. It was amazing. I need to look up those photos and turn them into a video. I'm trying to think. Oh, they had the VW bus that Lindbergh toured the country in and camped. No, I don't know how to get to Sesame Street, nor do I want to. Sesame Street became a thing after I was an adult. Uh, and they have the journal that Lindbergh wrote, documenting where he was, and it's on display there. Anybody who's interested in history, I highly recommend the Henry Ford. Just be aware of what's going on in Dearborn. And Charlie gets to go and see quite a few musical performances. Yeah, I'll be here for another hour and a half. And people have been talking about taking train rides. I might have to do that. Take a train ride out west and turn around and come back. Oh, geez. Explosion's not good. Thanks, Kirby's mom. Have fun. Be safe. Puppy alarm. YKB, how you doing? You guys hold down the fort. I'll be back in 1 minute. Sharon, hello. I had stepped away for a minute. Thank you for being so patient. I thought YKB would be in here talking by now. Yeah, that was I think his first name is Frank. His last name for sure is Beard, because I always thought that was funny. That's the only band member that didn't have a beard was named Beard. And the two guitar players were fairly famous for having a very long beard. And I believe this is the day in 1962 that Little Eva hit number one with the Locomotion. Uh, she was born here in North Carolina. She was living in New York, and she was just a babysitter that, if you don't believe in the right place at the right time, she is living proof of it. Yeah. Well, Mr. Lee, you know the little sign I got. My neighbors are listening to great music, whether they like it or not. Oh my goodness. Look out, Kathy. Here comes YKB with his pen and pad. Yeah, one of my favorite radio stations I used to listen to out of Virginia. Uh, I in the '90s when they could get away with it, their tagline was "Crank up the volume, tick off your neighbors, and rip off the knobs," something like that. And they said that more colorfully than I did. I know, Mr. Lee. And sadly, when Art Bell was doing Coast to Coast, I did not live anywhere that I could pick up the station. That's it, YKB, from the high desert. Pahrump, Nevada, or Pahrump, was it Nevada? Arizona, maybe. He lived in a double wide mobile home and had a huge antenna in his backyard. Nevada. Okay. I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, Only Art Bell could have somebody call in talking about a hole in the ground and make it famous. Uh, I think it was in Washington State, Mel's Hole, MEL apostrophe S. And supposedly it was just a hole in the ground and they could never determine how deep it was. It was 2006. I was living, I moved to Tennessee and was working third shift. So I was able to listen to Coast because I was up all night anyway. And the radio station, I could pick it up. I still listen to it sometimes. I used to communicate with the new weekend guy, uh, Richard Serrett, because he was friends with R. Gary Patterson, and I got to know him a little bit. I don't know that he knows me anymore, but I knew him for a while when he was struggling. And now he's got his own radio program in Canada, which he had a small program once a week when I first met him, and now he's got a Monday through Friday afternoon gig on a local station up there, Mississauga. And then then he had the he's had that for a long time, YKB. He had that stash for a long time. uh, and then he had the guy in the single engine aircraft flying over Area 51. I mean, Art Bell was just so ahead of his time. He had he was using technology that was ahead of his time. I think he would let you fax the radio program. I think he was using some of the early communications. He didn't get shot down. I think he got diverted. They really don't want to have the reputation of shooting down Americans. Now, if it had been a foreign plane, that'd be a whole other story. YKB, I believe it because penguins love to swim, so they're all for water. Yeah, I was pleased. I mean, it was a little fumbly getting everything together and keeping it together. YKB, I understand what you're saying. What did he call the blast? It was something or other blast, and it was a way to message him. Roger Blair, good morning. Good to see you, buddy. Uh, Fast blast or something like that. And, George has taken it pretty far too. I mean, uh, they were on satellite. If you were a member, which I was a member for a while, you could download the shows and listen to them. I've got quite a few shows stored on hard drive. Khadijah, Khadijah, the guy that I timed out for a day, he was talking about body parts, and that's why I timed him out. Khadijah, is everything south on our southern border safe? I've got the northern border locked down. Oh, I forgot to do that. Boone's up to 53. It was 52. And Wilmington's actually dropped a degree. I think it was like a degree or two warmer. Yeah, Kathy. Sometimes Khadijah gets that, trolls coming to her channel. I might have to check into that. Uh, by the way, let's see here, Mr. Lee. I listened to Captain Beefheart, and it was interesting. He was on the David Letterman show back in the day. Good luck, Khadijah. But Khadijah, I didn't think you would approve, so I stepped in and, like I said, I only timed him out. That was the most I could do. Captain Beefheart, in a way, reminds me of what's his name? He's saying Dr. John is his name. He's saying right place, wrong time. Yeah, he was definitely similar to Zappa. Uh, he had a good sense of humor. I mean, when he was on the Letterman show, he kind of acted like he was spaced out. Uh, I don't know if he was on something or what, but he was funny, and you could tell he was all about music. 10-minute warning. What happens in 10 minutes? You lose signal to go fishing, Mike. Uh, but the guy he had playing lead guitar, uh, that was an interesting setup too. I think he was a little ahead of his time. Oh, okay, Mike. I tell everybody, if you say whatever time you're going to be here, I give you 15 minutes. And if I haven't gotten a phone call or some kind of communication that you're running late at the 15-minute mark, I'm gone. Yeah, tell your dad the little old mountain man said hello. Tell him I was talking about Dr. John, right place, wrong time, and ask him if he can play that for you. Now I've got right place, wrong time playing in my brain. What was the name of the band? Was it Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band? I think Mike's dad and I'm not sure about Kathy, but Mike's dad is the only one that's older than me around here. Kathy might be a day or two older. I don't know for sure. His Magic Band, yep. Absolutely. Though, tell your dad everybody here said hello. Khadijah, you and Korean Donna seem to attract the trolls that want to get personal. I found two of his songs on YouTube. Apparently, he wasn't all that big here in the states. I mean, it's like plus if it didn't make top 40 radio, when I was growing up, pretty much all I knew was top 40 radio. Uh, the the band that I was talking to Frank about the other day. Take care, Charlie. Thanks for stopping in. Uh, the band I was talking to Frank about the other day, Bullet. I would have never known that they existed had it not been the the place that I was going camping. They had that record in the jukebox, and somebody played it. Hoof hearted, pretty good. Yeah, he was talking about him enjoying painting because he was living in the desert here in the States when he was on the show. And David Letterman had an unusual taste in music because he was a big fan of the guy who wrote Werewolves of London, and he credited David Letterman with keeping his music alive. Warren Zevon. And I thought Warren Zevon was fantastic. Well, Roger, I'm glad things are normal. It's like 55, 56 here. I have a feeling the neighbor's about to start mowing. But it's going to be amazing this morning here. It's not going to be that good later in the afternoon. Because it's going to hit 85 this afternoon. Oh, that's cool. But like I said, in the 70s, we didn't have the internet. It was pretty much word of mouth. That's why everybody was so amazed about Woodstock in the late 60s. Uh, Word of mouth. I think the Monterey Pop Festival kind of helped because it had been early enough before Woodstock that the word got out that it was a great get together. And seldom did the radio stations around here play anything that wasn't top 40. Now, if it was shooting up the charts really fast, it might get played once or twice, but that would be it. And I think I would have remembered Beefheart, Captain Beefheart, if he had been here, because there was a Kathy. Do you remember the TV show? It didn't last very long, but I think it was called Captain Nice. Yeah, Northwoods. Good luck today, and we look forward to hearing the good news. Yeah, the Mojave Desert is near California. There was a guy that does, or used to do anyway. He's on YouTube. He did Mojave Mysteries, I think it was. He's been on Coast to Coast. Like I said, it was a short-lived TV show. I believe it was black and white. I might put his interview with David Letterman on the post. This Wednesday's post is already in the bag, so I might make it next Wednesday's. I think I'm going to do a few weekly posts on cover songs that made it huge where the originals are probably not known. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mojave Mysteries. I don't think the guy's posted anything in a while, though. His last video was 4 years ago. And it looks like his last post was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So, yeah, and that's just doing what this channel is all about. Spreading the word about different music groups that maybe everybody else hadn't heard of. Some of them's going to be good, some of them not. But we'll put it out there. And I'm going to do my best to do a couple of sneaky peek short videos about how well my programmable turntable works. Of course, I'll have to use albums to exhibit the turntable. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod. Okay, give me a minute. I'll put that in my notes. YKB, I got that in my notes. Yep. Have no idea. Probably somewhere near you. Mr. Lee, there's a little town in South Carolina called Chesney, and I'd been to it several times. Where they have the classic motorcycle convention end of July every year. It got it was raining this year, or I would have been there. Oh, that's cool, YKB. Uh, but Chesney, there was a sighting there, and it was considered Close Encounter of the Second Kind. Oh, okay. Well, YKB. That's one thing about Tom Jones. He has one of the best voices ever. I mean, ever. But he had some interesting song choice. My favorite Tom Jones is The Green Green Grass of Home. He covered that and he did a great job. And he covered Prince's Kiss was the name of the song. Prince did it and it was a pretty big hit. And then Tom Jones covered it with The Art of Noise being his band. And it was great. Yeah, Delilah was good, but I mean, come on, really? What's new, Pussycat? Mm, he sang it perfectly, but the song was eh, the song has not aged well. Let's put it that way. I think the last time I saw Tom Jones perform live, he was still just killing it. Really, they have it archived on the BBC. I wonder if I would be able to get that, Mr. Lee, because sometimes if you're in another country, they don't want you getting in. You're building up Alex quite a bit there to say that somebody can do something better than Tom. Uh, right, Kathy. But I mean, after he left The Voice, he was. I saw him perform live. So, and by the way, going off of the scroll there, uh, today was the release date for Boston, their debut album, the album that got me into all kinds of trouble. But Tom was a musical genius. I mean, he graduated MIT. That's fine. And for those who haven't watched last Saturday night's program, that was something that I kind of covered a little bit was bagpipes. Really, YKB. 1973, I turned 16 years old. Steelers wheel. Oh yeah, stuck in the middle with you. Was your uncle in Steelers wheel? Oh man. See, I like Steelers wheel stuck in the middle with you, and I have Jerry Rafferty, Baker Street. The name of the album is City to City. Joe Egan sounds familiar, but I can't place him just yet. But Jerry Rafferty is pretty well known to have the definitive saxophone solo. Most people, whenever they start talking about saxophone solos, uh, Jerry Rafferty's song uh, gets named. Yeah, I know. He's got a real smooth voice. We just needed to get Mike to mail him, a better microphone. I think Mike has a microphone or something he's sending to him. Yep, I'll be there. Uh, After I've got to mow the entire yard today. I probably fall asleep toward the end of the show, but I'll be there. I'll leave it playing. Mr. Lee, have fun, be safe, and we will catch you again very soon. Good one, Mr. Lee. I'm surprised why YKB didn't immediately scan. If the last thing you do is send a big kiss, is that a big kiss off? I don't know. Something to think about. Roger Blair did it. Roger Blair comes out of seclusion. I encourage everybody, Kathy. I encourage everyone to promote their creativity. I encourage everyone to have a good day. Now I've got the Blues Brothers playing in my brain where they're talking about the penguin. Yeah, I warned you, Kathy. He had his pad and pen going. Oh, I checked, and that little stone that was along the path that said "Imagine." And the last time I was over at the park, it was still there. So I really enjoyed that. YKB emoji. I remember that act from the '60s. I think he came out with the song "Fire," and he always had some kind of hat on that had a fire in it or a flame going. He found his niche and stuck to it. Penguins aren't just for Christmas. That's funny. YKB, back in the '60s, we had a cartoon series here that the main character was a penguin, Tennessee Tuxedo. And the voice actor for the cartoon was Don Adams of Get Smart fame. think they should have, instead of being Agent 99, I think the agent number should have been uh, 98, because Maxwell Smart's number was I'll check it a little later. I will definitely do that. One thing about YKB, you never know what he's going to draw. But Kathy, you're one of his favorite subjects to draw. It does look like some bright sunshine out there. Yeah, I wouldn't be a bit surprised, Kathy. Oh, uh, Kathy, you'll get a kick out of this one. Uh, I was talking to somebody about celebrating my birthday and turning 69, and uh, the young lady started uh, on the topic of that. So it was funny and weird all at the same time, because they are quite a bit younger than me. 86, yes. Uh, 86. I don't know why I said the other. But if 99 had been 98, then if you turn 98 upside down, it's 86. And with the warped sense of humor that show had, I'm a little surprised they didn't do that. The the most fun thing for me, or one of the many fun things for me, I should say, is watching the show to see if they were going to let Agent 99 be taller than 86. because sometimes they're the same height, sometimes she's shorter, sometimes he's shorter. Because in real life, Barbara Feldon was quite a bit taller than Don Adams. Dolly, Dolly, I'm still hoping one of those tropical depressions turns into Dolly, this tropical storm, and turns north and gives rain relief to the UK. Oh, and that was a good job you did lip syncing to the song. YKB, you take your time. I thought you did a good job, and Raven's Raven's response was hilarious. I had to piggyback on that. I did a rain dance for them, but like I said, I'm only part Cherokee, so I don't know how good of an effect it had. Frank, what's happening? I've already had my pot of coffee. And of course, give us a Maggie report. How's Maggie this morning? Has she had her bacon yet? Now, Dolly, that's a funny typo, but we know you meant first cup. Uh, but if you're going to do that, this is the place because this is typo central. Uh, Typographical errors are very welcome. We just have fun with them. And YKB, if you're listening, it made me think. That's all. It's like, what's going on here? And Dolly, how is Raven? I've not seen him this morning. He's supposed to have a procedure done here soon. So kind of want to stay on top of that situation. I, I wish I never think of it when it's happening because usually I'm in a rush and whatnot. But some of the typos that I have done when I'm texting people, I wish I had screenshotted them. I really do. if I publish some of those, I would have to put a warning: do not be drinking or eating anything. Okay, good. Somebody was having some serious problems with their shoulders this morning. I hope they get it fixed or get well soon. So she's a pretty dog today, Frank. Isn't it funny how that happens, Dolly? And Frank, I met somebody on the trails Sunday, and they were a dog groomer. And had she been a little closer to my age, I would have attempted to sweep her off her feet. But she was young. She deserved a younger person, not an old man like myself. Good personality. And it is nice and cool here this morning, Frank. Wow. Already 84 degrees down close to Frank. But look at the humidity. It's only 65%. Dolly, I want to try some mushroom coffee, but I don't know which one to order. I'm going to have to get it off Amazon because there's little or nothing in the stores around here. Tina, that comes into Moggs's channel a lot, she's been drinking mushroom coffee, and uh, she says she likes it. I want to try some, but I don't want to. I want to get some good suggestions before I go spending any money on it. Well, that's funny. Instead of saying, "Oh, I didn't put the Y in there." Burton, how you doing, Burton? Good morning. So who knows? It's probably a town in Florida though, because Nightbot returned a weather forecast. Oh, geez, Frank, I didn't know you had to do that every month. I had to get those allergy shots growing up. I've had more needles in my arm than most pin cushions back in the day when people actually used pin cushions all the time. My email's posted. You just got to copy and paste it. YouTube doesn't like me. If you click on it, it gives you some kind of weird response. But if you copy and paste it, it works just fine. And I've got it on both channels. John P. That was it, Frank. Mine was for asthma, allergy shots for my asthma. I think I went 2 weeks with a shot every day, and then it was two or three a week, and then two a week, and then one a week, and it tapered down over a 10-year period. Oh, okay. Uh, Frank, Meatloaf had pretty bad asthma. He had to keep tanks of oxygen off stage, and whenever he had a break in the music, he would go take a few hits off of the oxygen tanks. And it's hey Raven, hope you're doing well, Raven. Frank, he was known to collapse after a performance on stage, and it was kind of sad. People got so accustomed to it, they would pretty much step over him and say, "Great show, Meatloaf." But he would be laying down backstage, breathing oxygen because he left everything on the stage. People, he's a great singer. They just didn't realize how bad his asthma was. Really? Oh, I can't wait to see those, Dolly. Yeah, Burton. I tell you, uh, the team of Meatloaf singing and Jim Steinman writing is just absolutely amazing. and we could have had another album out of them had there not been the not getting along too well time. 8 o'clock Saturday night, Frank. I hope you're able to make it, but do not stress yourself to make it, because I, I I think discussing back and forth those two songs, I think that would be a good subject. I introduced two songs to Frank, which we were touched on one of them earlier this morning, but the band's name is Bullet, and their music never made top 40. The only reason that I heard of the band at all, that's right, Burton, Total Eclipse of the Heart and Making Love Out of Nothing at All. I am Frank. I'll email it to you. Yeah, I'd do anything but love, but I won't do that. That was a great song. And Steinman, he didn't write any 2-minute songs. He wrote operatic pieces. That's another reason I like his writing so much. But the band Bullet, the, their song was on a jukebox where I went camping, and I heard it that one time that I was camping there, and I didn't hear that song again for over 30 years. And that's when I found out who it was and was able to look it up online. But I mean, you go back to the original Bat Out of Hell album, there is not a bad song on that album. Every song on the album is at least good, and it's still good. And you see, Total Eclipse of the Heart is a song about vampires, and that's classic Jim Steinman and Meatloaf. That song should have been for Meatloaf. Uh, I would put it in chat, but I'm not sure I wouldn't mess everything up if I did that, Dolly. But I mean, during the time they were having disagreements, Steinman kept writing, and Total Eclipse of the Heart was one of them. And Bonnie Tyler, uh, her story, she had throat surgery, and they thought she would never sing again. And look at what she did. She come back with Total Eclipse of the Heart, and it was a huge hit for her. And I think Air Supply singing Making Love Out of Nothing at All, Meatloaf would have done a really good job, but that lead singer can hit those high notes. I think he can hit the high notes a little better than Meatloaf. And Air Supply is still touring, and he's hitting them notes, which is pretty amazing. Yeah, sad she's no longer with us. But in her music video, I don't think she was actually singing in the music video. She was probably just lip syncing, or they were playing the track and she was singing along with it so that she's keep the time base going. But she was giving it her all. I mean, she was leaning into it heavy. We're getting down to the last 15 minutes. Maybe I can do this. If I go dim, it's me trying to. Whenever I'm doing a live show, I'm a little hesitant to start going to different tabs and whatnot. That's the email address right there. And any of you guys are more than welcome to email me at that address. I have lost Rumble. I thought I had fixed that this morning. The Rumble connection times out and it doesn't give you a countdown. Yep. Not a huge fan of Celine, but at the same time, she had quite the voice. And I'm trying to, I want to say I remember that Steinman wrote that, but I couldn't swear that I actually knew it before I read it. It would make sense because that's right in line with what he did write. But yeah, that's something else. Like Dokken, the guy who was the lead singer of Dokken, and he and George Lynch was the lead guitarist in the group. They hated each other, and if they could have just gotten along, that who knows what kind of music they would have been able to put out. That's one of the things about Fleetwood Mac. They were drama personified, but they were able to stay together and do their music. Yeah, in the early '80s, Jim Steinman had a minor hit with I think it was "Rock and Roll Dreams Come True." It was one of the songs off of "Bat Out of Hell 2," and it was a minor hit for Steinman performing it. But Meatloaf redid it for "Bat Out of Hell 2," and it was a huge hit. So Steinman did some of the songs he wrote himself. He released an album, I think it was 82 or 3, something like that. And it's like when Dion did that, and you couldn't turn on the radio and not hear it. I was always thinking I've heard that somewhere before, but I can't place it. and I think she had a hit with that before the internet. Plus, I wasn't terribly interested in her anyway, like I said. Now I have to look that up, Burton. Well, I should say I appreciate the neighbors not cranking up the lawnmowers, especially the tractor mowers, and making all kinds of noise. And that was a topic, Burton, that I was talking about before you came in. Uh, Songs that were the covers were a bigger hit than the original, and it's like "Blinded by the Light," Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Uh, that was Bruce Springsteen's song, and he released it on an album, but it was pretty bad. Manfred Mann was just huge with it. If it hasn't disappeared, I've got that album, The Roaring Silence. Oh, and if anybody does send an email, I only check it once a day. When I was working, I had to constantly check emails, and I don't care to do that anymore. Yeah, yeah. Burton, the Smooth Criminal. I was never a huge fan, but I remember Ant Farms, doing that, and a couple of DJs was talking about it. The one that surprised me the most, the but it was before I was born, so I wasn't around to even know. Pat's Domino, Blueberry Hill was a cover, and when I found that, that just blew me away. If I'd have been talking to somebody and they had bet me or wanted to bet me that Fats Domino did not do the original Blueberry Hill, I would have lost that bet. And I probably would have lost a lot of money because I would have put money on that one and been totally wrong. That'll keep things cool, I hope. I might have to cover Steinman. We lost him in 2021. So I just did a short look, and it's pretty interesting. All right, everybody, a couple of minutes, just about 2.5 minutes, we'll be in. Tell everybody your so longs until we see next time. And again, I appreciate everybody coming in this morning. You guys make my morning coffee so much better. Kathy, thank you. Stay away from freezers. We don't want any frozen penguins. That's a no no. Frank, you give Maggie a hug for us. Raven, thank you for helping Dolly with the email. Appreciate you. Roger Blair, you take care out near the trash cans with those bears. And everybody who's going to Moggs tonight, we'll see y'all there. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, that is. I hope only kind words come your way today. And I hope everyone gets the day that you deserve. Uh, Later on, coming up over the next few weeks, now that I've verified the telescope can be made work, I'll probably be going live when some nice planets pop up. And other than that, we will catch you guys next time. Take care.